Elizabeth Clare Prophet, leader of the Church Universal and Triumphant in Pasadena, California, believes that Saint Germain speaks to the world through her.
Who was Saint Germain is really a very important question for America and for freedom-loving peoples in every nation today. Saint Germain has embodied again and again over many centuries, as we all have. Our souls continue to evolve and to experience on earth until we perfect our own individual calling. Back in the days of Atlantis, Saint Germain figures as a priest after the order of Melchizedek. He was tending the flame of freedom in an ancient temple. Word came to him from his teacher that the continent would sink, and he was told to travel from the continent by ship to go to Europe in what is now the area of Transylvania, in the Transylvanian foothills, to plant the flame of freedom. Transylvania was in Hungary and is now in Romania. Saint Germain did this, and the placing of that flame of freedom there was the beginning of the House of Rákóczi, the royal house of Hungary.
According to Mrs. Prophet, this is just the beginning of a series of fantastic lives. Elizabeth Clare Prophet believes that Saint Germain has appeared on earth at key moments in history.
After the ascension of Jesus Christ, Joseph of Arimathea traveled by ship to the British Isles with the cup used at the Last Supper. That cup became the spiritual force field for the Knights of the Round Table, the coming of Arthur. In that episode, Saint Germain incarnated as Merlin the magician. Again the alchemist, again the great prophet and seer, the spiritual power behind the throne. He gives the vision to Camelot. And so that focus in England begins the opportunity for Saint Germain to bring the teachings of Christ to the New World. And so he incarnates as none other than Christopher Columbus. The master Saint Germain arrived at the New World at San Salvador, very near the ancient retreat of Atlantis, which had sunk when Atlantis went down 12,000 years earlier. Saint Germain then ascended, and he went forth as the immortal, very closely connected with the courts of Europe. A book has been written about him based on the diaries of Madame d'Adhémar. And this book contains the record of the Wonder Man of Europe as he appeared and disappeared throughout the courts of Europe over a period continuously over 200 years. He astonished those around him. He appeared youthful. He wore diamonds on every finger. He precipitated jewels. But his main mission was to warn the heads of state of the coming cataclysm that ensued in the French Revolution. All that he predicted came to pass. Still having the desire to form a United States of Europe, he contacted Napoleon to form that unity. But the power transferred to Napoleon, Napoleon misused. He went power mad, and instead he met his Waterloo. At that time, then, he turned his attention to the United States, where he had already been working behind the scenes with George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, in actually preparing the Constitution of the United States and inspiring that declaration, as well as the revolution, the freedom of those independent colonies. Just at the moment of indecision, at precisely 5 o'clock, July 4th, 1776, Saint Germain appeared on the balcony. The doors remained locked, but he appeared. He gave an impassioned speech to the delegates, and he told them to sign that document. And the energy that he released was so intense that immediately they coalesced, and they all signed the document, beginning with John Hancock.
Evidence recently discovered in the library of the British Museum indicates that Saint Germain might well have been the lost third son of Prince Rákóczi, born in Transylvania in 1694. If he died in Germany in 1784, he lived 90 years. The average life expectancy in the 18th century was 35 years. 50 was a ripe old age. 90 was forever. We can account for those 90 years with a reasonable amount of confidence. Saint Germain's lives before and after that, however, are a matter of faith.